Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Michael for Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to be too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. So anyway, once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. If you're under 18, if you're over 18, that means you're going to watch this podcast. So anyway, before I like to begin, my roommate has his so basically, my roommate has his niece over and his older niece and a couple of his other nieces over. So basically, it's you here and he's yelling in the background. That's just my roommate's nieces playing in the background. So just to let you guys know, my roommate has his nieces, has his old niece, he has his nieces over. So basically, just to let you guys know now, this is the only time I can do this podcast recording because of this. So anyway, just let you guys know, if you hear him screaming in the background, that's just my roommate's nieces, in the background. So anyway, let's get to the latest episode. Of Boruto. So basically, this episode starts out like this. So basically, Kabuto told Boruto and Shiki to take the Tinta beast. So basically, Kabuto was going to deal with Shiki's puppets that he got from his that Shiki, kind of stole from his comrade that he sent away on the moon and whatnot, blah blah blah. So Kabuto would say, "I'll do the public. You two take the one tail beast and get out of here." So basically, Boruto was kind of hesitant to leave Kabuto to deal with these puppets, but it seems like Kabuto didn't give him a choice. So basically, him and Shiki took the tin tail beast away from the battlefield, while Kabuto deal with the puppets. So basically, seemed like Kabuto was holding his own against the puppets and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere some weird house in the desert, we see Tamari and Shikadao waiting for Gara and Sasuke to return. So basically, Tamari and Shikadao got married and then went to go. Basically didn't know about the whole Gara and Sasuke was engaged with Shiki. So basically, they got worried that that Gara and the gay didn't came back yet. So basically, they went to go see what's up with them. Meanwhile, So basically, Boruto Shinji was like, stop from it to take a little break or something like that. After Shinji thought he heard somebody was following him, but turned out it was just a snake. So basically, they stopped because Shinji thought something was following him, but it was just a lizard and whatnot. So anyway, they took a little break and basically, it's kind of like Boruto was still worried about Kabuto back there, fighting those puppets, and like Shinji said, my uncle will be alright. He's a puppet specialist, and don't worry, he'll be alright. So basically, Boruto was asking, why are you acting so cold? You should show some more emotions, like your uncle did kind of sacrifice himself for us. So basically, show some more emotion, show some most emotion about your uncle fighting back there with those puppets. and and she could say, I can't afford to show my emotions right now because we're on a mission. So basically, I have to keep my emotions in check for the mission, and for our mission to be for the mission. So basically, you must do the same thing with your. You need to do the same thing, like keep your emotions in check as well. So basically they traded back and forth until the one tail beast, managed to get out of Shiki's metal cloak and whatnot, and start and rest on top of Boruto's head. So basically, the one tail beast got tired of being Shiki's metal cloak, and so he decided to come out and let Boruto carry me on his head to the rendezvous point. So anyway, Shiki was like, all right, then fine. So let's go. So that's when the one tail beast say that, he kind of reminded Gara back in those days, he kind of reminded Gara back in those days, but, back in his days, so basically, Boruto was like, Boruto was like, so Gara used to be like Shinji, yes. And went to tell your father, so basically the one tail beast is like, Shinji used to be like Gara, but it went to tell your father, Naruto, that whole encounter with Naruto, help change Gara into the man he is today. So basically, the one tail beast was telling him how Gara used to be like Shinji before, until Naruto, changed his life and whatnot. So basically, after hearing that, Boruto was like, was kind of impressed that, that his dad kind of was kind of impressed that, that he helped Gara become the man in the day and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, we see Jax and Yodo using a puppet to carry Gara back to the village and whatnot. Turns out that the battle took a toll on Gara, so therefore he was kind of unconscious. So basically, Jax was using one of his puppets to carry Gara back to the village and whatnot, and that's when Tamari and Shikadao, showed up and told them the whole situation. So basically, Yolo and Jax told Tamari and Shikadao the whole situation about Yushiki, how Gara Yushiki ran, and how Yushiki managed to temporarily bend Sasuke to a different dimension and whatnot, and about Boruto's Kabuto and Shiki, taking the 10-tail beast, the one tail beast, to the hidden beast village for safekeeping to get away from Yushiki. So anyway, so basically after they explained the whole situation to Shikadao and Tamari, so basically Tamari and Shikadao went to go catch up with Boruto and the others, while Yodo and Jax went to take Gara back to the village for him to recover for his from his injury, from his exhaustion battle against Yushiki. So anyway. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the battle, Kabuto seems like Kabuto had the upper hand against the puppet. So basically, he had one more puppet to take down. So basically, he managed to take down the puppet. But turns out the puppets managed to. But turns out that Yoshiki's puppets were more powerful than he thought they were. So basically, the Yoshiki's puppets managed to. It managed to so basically Yurishiki puppets managed to overpower Kabuto. So basically with no choice, Kabuto had to use his puppets to destroy Yurishiki puppets by making them blow up. So basically, for a last resort, Kabuto used his puppets as bombs to try to take down Yushiki puppets. So basically, from a distance, everybody, so basically Boruto, Shinji, Tamari, Shikadao, Yolo, and Jack saw the explosion that was caused by Kabuto's puppets in order to take down Yoshiki's puppet. So basically, Boruto, after seeing that explosion, Boruto was like, I'm going back to go check on your uncle, and Shinji's like, no, we can't. We need to keep on moving forward. So basically, like, Boris is like, screw that, he's your uncle, for God's sake, man. Show some heart right now. I'm doing what my uncle wanted me to do. So basically, right now, we need to get the one-tail beach away from here. So anyway, basically, Boris is like, screw you, Shinji, I'm going back for Kabuto. So basically, Boruto went back to go see that to go rescue Kabuto. But Tamari's sisters arrived at the scene at the explosion site, and there was no sign of Kabuto. There was no sign of Kabuto, but it seems like Kabuto's plan worked. Seems like all of Yurushiki's puppets were destroyed by the explosion by Kabuto's puppet. Seems like Sorry about my nose. My nose is a little stuffed up right now. So anyway, seems like Kabuto puppet explosion managed to take out Yuichiki's puppet. So basically, seems like when from the debris, looks like that all of Yuichiki's puppets were destroyed. Looked like all Yuichiki's puppets were destroyed in the blast by Kabuto's puppets, but there was no sign of Kabuto at all. So basically, there was no sign of Kabuto at all at the blast site. So anyway, Boruto showed up and Tamari, and met up with Tamari and Shikida and whatnot. So basically, Boruto's like, Boruto's like, where's Kabuto? And she's like, we don't know where Kabuto is. We don't know where Kabuto is. So she's like, Kabuto managed to take out Yoshiki's puppets with his own with the explosion, but there's no sign of Kabuto himself. So basically, there was no sign of Kabuto, at the blast site. So anyway, you should, so basically, Tamari's like asking that, let me guess, you figured that Kabuto didn't care, you figured that Shiki didn't care about his uncle, but, so basically Tamari gave Boruto a lesson that, Shiki does care, but, he is a caring person, but he doesn't always show it. So basically, Tamari was like telling Boruto that that, don't think that Shiki doesn't care about his uncle or his father. Like, he does care about his uncle and his father, but it's just hard to express his emotions sometimes. So basically, after hearing that from Tamari, they decided to, so basically Boruto felt like, maybe I was, maybe I misjudged Shiki a bit. So basically, like, Boruto, after hearing that, the truth about Shinji, like, Boruto felt like a jerk, and he felt like he misjudged Shiki and whatnot. So anyway, but that's when Kabuto, and that's when Shikida discovered a hole near the black side that suggests that one of the puppets must have one of Yushiki's puppets survived the blast. So basically, Shikita discovered a hole, and Shikita told him that maybe one of Yushiki's puppets must have survived the explosion. So anyway, turns out it was true. So basically, one of the puppets did. It turns out that one of Yushiki's puppets did survive the explosion and caught up with Shiki and the one-tailed beast. So basically, but the puppet was damaged. So basically, Shiki said, by looking at the puppet, she thought it was damaged by the explosion. So basically, Shiki thinking, this is be a piece of cake. I can take this damn stuff out with no problem at all. So anyway, Meanwhile, more bad news is about to go down. Turns out that the shield, that government to shield Yurishiki away, we're off, and Yurishiki broke free from Gala's shield. So basically, the shield starts to wear off that. So basically, the shield that Gara used to temporarily shield Yurishiki away, wear off, and Yurishiki broke free of the shield. And it's like, like you guys know, and you guys are in trouble now. And this is how the episode ended when Yurishiki breaking free from Gara's shield, and him smiling that him smiling, laughing that there's gonna be some big trouble and shit like that. So anyway, this episode was okay. This was an okay episode. So this was an okay episode. So basically, Naruto learned a lesson about Shinji, about that Shinji is a caring person, but he just has a hard time expressing his emotions. That's all. So anyway, so this was an okay episode. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think of this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let me know what the comments of this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Michael signing off. 1,